What's up, guys? John from JohnMcNeil.com here, and today in this video I want to discuss with you guys solo ads. Now, in this industry, when you hear people talk about solo ads, I would say that 9 times out of 10 they are not speaking favorably of solo ads. They're saying something negative about them, and a lot of people don't like solo ads. And I would have to admit to you that there are some legitimate reasons why, people hate solo ads and why people try to stay away from solo ads. But I will say that they can be very effective. They can be great at building your list and making you some money if and only if you follow these tips and strategies that I'm going to lay out for you guys here in this video. So make sure you stay tuned. We're starting right now. All right, guys, we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to be talking about solo ads today, right? We're going to be discussing solo ads, and let's go ahead and get the elephant out of the room right away. So when we think about solo ads, what most people think of is low quality traffic, right? So let's go ahead and write that down. So low quality traffic. And I have to admit that a lot of solo ads are low quality traffic, and this is why. Basically, when you're sending your offer to a vendor's list, they're going to promote your offer, right? And they may be sending it to a list of 30,000 people, but we don't know who those people are. We don't know how those people got on their list. We don't even know what those people are interested in. So it's kind of a crapshoot, right? So we may be sending out an offer about Instagram, but maybe, a big portion of that person's list got on his list because they were interested in Facebook marketing, right? So it's kind of a crapshoot. So that's where, people will think like, this, is low quality traffic. But what I want to get you guys to also understand is if you are a beginner and you're just starting out with affiliate marketing, and online gurus are telling you not to buy solo ads, or anybody for that matter is telling you not to buy solo ads, and their alternative to you is saying, go learn how to blog and do SEO, or go learn YouTube marketing, right? So you as the beginner have to then go out and buy another course and try to figure out how to build a website, how to do SEO, how to do keyword research, how do we start up a YouTube channel, how do you get the graphics, the thumbnails, how do I do on-page SEO, all of these things that you have to learn. You get overwhelmed, you don't do anything, and you quit. Right? You never make money and you quit. Versus buying a solo ad, which is, by the way, very cheap to do. Yes, it's a crapshoot, but these things are very cheap. I mean, you can get like, 100, 200 clicks for like $30 to $50, right? And what I want to show you guys today in this video is how do you stack the deck? Again, it's kind of a crapshoot, but there's ways and things that you can do. And I want to show you guys 3 different strategies of how you stack the deck when you're actually doing solo ads, right? So let's look at these 3 different things. So again, we are talking about solo ads, and we're saying that, okay, it's low quality traffic, but it's cheap. So the barrier of entry is super easy, right? It's super easy because if you're a beginner, it's going to take you a lot longer to learn how to do SEO or YouTube or even Facebook or PPC. There's a learning curve, and it's even more costly. And if you don't figure all that stuff out, you're destined to fail. Versus this simplistic method of just going to a person and say, send me 200 clicks, send me 300 clicks to my make money online offer, right? But here are the 3 things that you have to perfect and you have to do if you want to be profitable with your solo ads. Solo ads can help you build your list quickly, and they can be very profitable if you know what to do. So let's talk about this. So number 1, you need to have the right vendor. So there are a lot of scrupulous vendors out there, and all they're out to do is just get the click. I mean, I've seen some solo ad vendors put some outrageous subject lines out there and email copy, subject lines that are misleading, basically saying, click on this link to get your $500 deposited into your PayPal account. So people are thinking that they're getting $500 in their PayPal account. They click on the link and then there's an offer about Facebook marketing. It's just not even congruent, because that vendor is scrupulous and they don't care that there is any type of integrity with their business. And all they're trying to do is just get that click, because you're buying, 100, 200, 300 clicks. So they're doing whatever they can to trick their list into clicking on their link so that they can take your money. So it's very, very important that you find the right vendor, guys. So you have to find vendors, people that are going to be honest and have some integrity, when they're actually sending solos. One of the simple tips that you can do in terms of, trying to find the right vendor, obviously you can test people out for cheap amounts and buy small portions of clicks to try to test the traffic out first. But I always suggest just asking some different questions about the person's list. How did you build your list? What is your list typically like? Do you send blind copy emails to your list? Could I get on your list to kind of get an idea of the emails that you send? Like, make it a little bit difficult for them and make them answer some questions. And you'll kind of sift and sort through who are the people that are going to be good vendors and individuals that are going to be bad vendors. Because once you start asking a bunch of questions to some of these solo ad providers, if they're shying away or they're not really responding to the questions properly, a lot of times they're probably not the right vendor that you want to buy from. But if you have somebody that has like really concrete, specific answers to your questions, then that may be a good person you want to try out, and maybe start off with a small amount of click, and then you can kind of grow from there. So you got to find the right vendor. Number two is, this is very important. You have to have a high converting squeeze page, right? So you have to have a high converting squeeze page, because the more people that opt into your squeeze page, you have more of a probability of them being interested in the product or the services that you're trying to promote. Thus, you have a greater chance of making money. Now, a lot of squeeze pages these days, they're not converting well. So if your squeeze page is converting at less than 30%, you don't really want to be running solo ad traffic to that page. You really want your page to be converting at minimum 30%, and closer to 40% is what my goal is with my solo ad squeeze pages, right? Because if I'm sending 100 visitors to that page, I want at least a minimum of 40 people to be able to opt in. So some good rule of thumbs in terms of squeeze pages with solo ads specifically is keep the page very basic and plain. None of the graphics and moving targets and moving images and all of these things that look cool, they don't really work with solo ads. And if you guys are interested in seeing some of the pages that I run solo ads with, leave that information in the comment section. Just say, hey, show me some squeeze pages. I'll be glad to show you guys some squeeze page examples that work very well with, solo ads. But again, you want to keep it very simple. A headline, maybe a short sub headline in the email box. Keep it simple and make it very easy for them to opt in. They shouldn't have to scroll down and do a whole lot of stuff first. They just should be able to kind of like read what is the main headline, what is the main benefit of them giving you their email address, and then let them go ahead and opt in, and then get into your funnel, and then let your funnel and your sales page do the rest of the work. And last but not least is number 3. And it's super important, so guys, make sure you pay attention, and that's email marketing, right? Email marketing is something that is so highly underrated. Once these people are on your list, you can actually convert them into sales if you're doing email marketing correctly, right? So, and that's why I really suggest that people spend time, learning how to do email marketing. Take a course on the art of copywriting, writing subject lines, writing the copy, because just because those people that got on your list initially didn't buy from you does not mean that they won't buy from you in the future. And that's why you have to have a good follow-up sequence, and you have to know how to write emails that are going to A, entice them to open, and B, entice them to click on the link. And this is very important to learn if you're going to be doing affiliate marketing, because the copy is everything. We write copy on our squeeze pages. We write copies in our email follow-ups, which a lot of the money is made up in the follow-ups. Even on sales pages, if you're doing your own products, the copy is so important, guys. And in the future, I'll be actually going more in depth regarding copywriting and how you can actually use some psychological triggers to get people to, just pay attention to the product that you're trying to sell and entice them to just click on those links or to opt into those pages so that you can actually get some traction, you can build your list, and you can make some money. So these were my actual 3 tips that I have for you guys in regarding, solo ads. You definitely want to, find some reputable vendors. You want to also have a high converting squeeze page. So if you don't have a high converting squeeze page that's converting at like 30–40%, you need to work on that. Again, if you guys want to see some of my pages, go ahead and leave that in the comment section that you want to see it, and I'll do a video about that. And then learn email marketing. Spend some time learning email marketing, learning copywriting, because that's going to just help you in all facets of your business. And I'll also try to maybe bring on a couple of solo ad vendors maybe onto this channel. Maybe we'll do some interviews and we can talk about, solo ads, the pros and cons. But I just want you guys to, if you're new and you're starting out, don't be afraid of solo ads. Again, this is a traffic strategy that is very simple. You don't have to be a rocket science to just pay for clicks, but you do want to follow up with these 3 tips that I just gave you today, because if you're not buying from the correct vendors, you could get junk traffic. If you don't have a high converting squeeze page, you could get 10 leads out of 100 clicks. That's horrible. And if you're not following up, if you don't know how to follow up and get them to click and open up the emails, you're not going to make money. So these are 3 things that you have to put in place, because if you nail these 3 things, if you do these 3 things moderately, you should be making money. No doubt, you should be definitely making money, because it's worked. And if nobody was making money with solo ads, you best believe there wouldn't be like hundreds of solo ad vendors. These guys would not be in business if people weren't making money with solo ads. Some of the biggest marketers out there are using solo ads, yet 70–80% of people are telling you, don't buy solo ads. They're garbage. These big guys are buying and crushing these solo ads because what? They know where to buy their solo ads from, number 1. Number 2, their pages are converting at high rates, 50% and above. And number 3, they're beast at email marketing. They're crushing it. And you have to do the same thing too. So if you guys have any questions about this video, leave it in the comment section. I will have my #1 recommended resource for making money online in the description below. So just go below in the description. It'll be that first link. And make sure you guys like this video if you did, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.